Welcome back to New Heights, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. A Wonder Show brought to you by Peloton. Woo! Get that exercise right there at the house, baby. You already know. We're your hosts. I'm Travis Kelce. This is my big brother, Jason Kelce, out of Cleveland Heights, Ohio. Cincinnati Bearcats, baby. Let's go. Got the job done out there in Kansas, man. Crazy game. Shout out to Swordsby and the gang for finding a way to get a dub. Yeah, and for all you 92%ers, new listeners, subscribe on YouTube, Wondery Plus, wherever you get your podcasts. Follow the show on all social media, and that's at New Heights Show with 1S for fun clips throughout the week. And Jason, why don't you tell the people what we got coming up?
92%ers, we've got another great episode. We're going to recap the Chiefs feeling 2-2 and why the offense was rolling against the Ravens.
Rocking and rolling.
Eagles 4-0, undefeated. Still kicking, still going strong. And the rest of week 4 with ties, coaching fights, trips to Ireland, and some of your no-dumb questions.
Hey-o.
But first, we're going to start where we always start with.
What do we always start with, Jason?
A little bit of that new news. New news, old news. New news is brought to you by American Express, one of our proud partners. Right. Programming update. In case you missed it last week, we dropped 2 episodes. Deion Sanders and an incredible combo with Leonardo DiCaprio and Benicio del Toro. Now that we're America's number one football and movie podcast, we're going to probably be releasing some episodes that aren't just on Wednesday because we are getting an inbound of some incredible guests that are going to be hard to pass up. So there will be episodes coming out on Mondays, Fridays. So just, stay up to date with us on all the socials. Subscribe and follow on the YouTube channel so you know when some of these are coming out. We'll do our best anyway to let you guys know when these new episodes are coming out. And, how did you feel about the Benicio episode, Travis? You like it?
It was so much fun. Lenny and Benny. Dude, guys are just one of a kind, aren't they? Even Coach Prime, man. You can't say enough about, what that guy has done for the entirety of sports and how his personality in the 90s has helped give guys like us platforms like this, and people actually want to know who we are off the field and shit like that. So, but the Leo and Benicio episodes, man, I always feel so dumb trying to ask them good questions, but it's at the end of it, it just felt like it was a fun hang with the guys, man.
It was an awesome episode to record, which is the most important for us. Like, if we have fun doing it, that's the biggest thing. And like the fact that we were doing that with Leonardo DiCaprio and Benicio del Toro is fucking crazy. And it seems like people really enjoyed it, which makes it even better, right?
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed, the thing I enjoyed the most was reading comments like Leonardo DiCaprio this podcast is so beneath Leonardo DiCaprio's talent. And I'm like, I don't disagree with you one bit. It's 100% beneath Leonardo DiCaprio. We are not at all qualified to do this. So,
by any means.
I really enjoyed listening to those where it was like, no shit. Like, I don't know what you want me to tell you.
Who you telling?
Right.
I still don't know how the fuck I got this. What kind of gig is this? I still play football for a living.
Needless to say, it was awesome. And I'm very glad that people enjoyed it. 92%ers. Thank you so much for tuning in. Another bit of new news. Trav got a birthday coming up, brother.
Comes around every year if you're lucky.
October 5th, baby. A little Sunday right before the game. A little birthday game action. What is Travis's stats on birthday games?
I don't think we should look that up.
Why not?
Because I don't think they're very good.
Has it been bad? Your birthday games are bad?
I don't think I've ever had a good game.
Andy's not setting you up with some birthday presents on game day?
Something about my birthday just isn't a fucking,
Is it because you're a Libra?
I don't know, man.
Are you even a Libra? Am I getting that right? I know I'm a Scorpio.
It's not a good day. It's just an annoying day for me. I don't want to get into the Grinch of birthdays, but I'm just not in on birthdays. What?
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. Celebrating birthdays, although kids' birthdays. Wyatt also has a birthday coming up. So very excited about that. Your birthday.
Just let me live.
Unless it's like a big milestone birthday. Like once you get to 40, that's a big one. That's a big one.
The 40 is no different than 39.
You turning 36, like I don't know. Is there any numerology? That's what's the numerology with 36? Half of 72.
Yeah.
12 times 3. Baker's dozen. I don't even know where I'm going with this. All right. Exactly. What's your sign?
I'm a Leo.
You're a Leo? What's a Leo?
No, I'm a Libra.
Are you a Libra?
Libra. Yeah.
What are Libra's attributes?
I don't know.
Can we find this out for the birthday game? Jason, did I already get Travis a gift? I haven't gotten Travis a gift on a birthday in a long time.
Yeah,
Christmas still happens. Birthday's not as much. For numerology, so with the numerology, 36 can symbolize celestial authority. Holy shit, that is a strong word. Particularly in Chinese philosophy. Well, we're big Chinese philosophers in this podcast. Considered a sign from angels and ascended masters. That's one's actions in manifesting material needs are divinely guided. Sounds like you're about to have a fucking baller of a game, if you ask me. That's a fucking celestial authority? That's like you're a god. What's the Libra? What do we got for Libra? Dislike conflict, thrive in partnerships, and have a strong appreciation for beauty. Well, they got 2 out of 3. Dislike conflict is not accurate.
I enjoy a little bit of conflict every now and then.
I go towards the conflict.
For some reason, it comes towards me.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know how. It's like I'm a magnet to it, actually.
Happy birthday, Trav. Good luck this week on your birthday game. Celebrating in the wonderful, where else would you rather celebrate a birthday? In Jacksonville. I'm actually going to be with you for your birthday.
Yeah, you
Monday
are.
Night Football. Can't wait. Are you ready for some football? It's the best. It's bad. Chris Stapleton does a good job now with the song as well.
Kills it. Him and Snoopy.
Yeah. It's also International Podcast Day. I'm only telling you that because Brandon put it in the rundown. I could give 2 fucks about International Podcast Day, so I'm not celebrating. Trav, how are you celebrating International Podcast Day?
I'll celebrate International Podcast Day.
Would you rather celebrate International Podcast Day or your birthday?
Yeah, let's do it. Because I don't like just celebrating me. Feels weird. I like celebrating
Podcasters.
everyone as a team. I like we have a
That's
great
the group that needs it.
podcast team. I like we can celebrate them. So,
all right.
Free garage beers for everyone
on the team.
Yeah,
like that. Well done.
Nice news brought to you by American Express. Let's move on to some bold topics that wrap up week 4.
Bold Topics is brought to you by Hulu's Chad Powers.
All right, man.
Let's dig into some Chiefs Ravens. Chiefs 37, Ravens 20. Trap, I guess. Go ahead, brother. Talk your shit. Talk your shit, pimp. The Chiefs are back.
We just defended Arrowhead, baby. Arrowhead was fucking rocking on a nice 3 p.m. afternoon on Sunday. Felt good, man. Felt good.
Sure.
The energy on the sideline was fucking electric.
Yes, it was.
It just felt like everybody was into the game, watching every single play. When you got guys on special teams flying around, cracking heads, and you got guys on the sideline getting excited for those guys, and anybody making just a first down. It's just all that shit is so infectious, man. And it's a big win for us. Obviously, Ravens banged up, man. They've had a few tough games here within the first 4 weeks, and then on top of that, having to travel to KC on a short week. Not an easy task, man. Not an easy task on the short weeks, knowing that we got one coming up here, but. Hats off to the Ravens. I respect so many guys over there and have so much love for the coaching staff and how they do things over there, man. But Coach Reed got us rolling this week, man. And that offensive line, we got the run game going with Isaiah. We got our young guy, Rashard Smith. Obviously, Kareem Hunt. He's getting every first down possible on third downs and making hay when he can in the pass game. And when Patty Mahomes is rolling like that, man, god damn, that shit's fun.
It's going to be difficult. The Chiefs' offense was ridiculous. Shout out to Andy Reid and Matt Nagy for getting this thing right. Shout out to Xavier Worthy. It was a big day for the Chiefs, and it was a big day to have Taylor's second favorite player back, Xavier Worthy. I mean, dude, it is crazy how much that threat of speed and vertical ability to push the ball down the field affects the entire offense. Yeah. And I know it's more complicated than that, but I've played with quarterbacks or when you kind of lack that ability, it shrinks everything and what you're able to do. It really is an important part of the game. And it was evident right from the get-go of the game. The end-around designed to him, the reverse assigned to Worthy was fantastic as well. But those catches down the field opened up so much. And the run game was going, like you said. You guys it was just such a more explosive, but also a well-functioning offense right from the get-go. So against one of the best teams in the NFL over the last, 7, 8 years, 10 years? I mean, actually, really since the Baltimore Ravens have been in Baltimore. Like, these guys have been one of the better teams in the NFL.
They're that organization.
The organization is incredible. They're well-coached, and they have great players. And I know we're banged up, but to have the game you guys did against the Baltimore Ravens, I thought was very impressive. I know they're coming off of a very tough game, very physical game against the Lions.
The past 2 weeks. Buffalo before that, yeah.
Yeah, outstanding offensive performance. The defense is the defense. They've been killing it. But the offensive performance really took it to another level. Worthy went for 5 receptions. Taylor's got good taste in football players. 5 receptions, 83 yards, 2 carries for 38 yards. It was just so apparent how much more electric the offense was having him back. And other players have stepped up too. I think Xavier deserves so much credit. Tyquan Thornton is like a legitimate player for you guys. That guy has really come on. We've mentioned Juju didn't have like the biggest impact in this last one, but he's been impactful all through the start of the season.
A lot of big time first down catches. Listen, Juju's in there. Yeah. We got Hollywood Brown making plays.
Brown, another touchdown.
Got him in the end zone again. It's just when everybody's getting a piece of the pie like this, man, it's so much fucking fun, man. It's so much fun, man. And you're talking about Xavier and his speed down the field, but I don't think enough is said about what he does with just the ball in his hands. Like you said, the end around. We could throw a little bubble screen out to him, just throw a hitch to him, or get him on like a play action pass in the flat. Whatever the play design is, if we get the ball in his hands, it's even harder for the defense to tackle the guy.
But it's a good point because I think a lot of the times speed guys are linear players.
Yeah,
and all they offer is that straight line type stuff or like a post. Xavier is actually more. At least appearing more and more similar to what you guys lost when you lost Tyreek Hill. And we can talk about that injury in a second, but that dynamic ability to do all those things underneath and the gadget plays, it keeps a defense so honest, and they have to respect, and the box widens, and the safeties have to be ready to react to all that stuff. It is a dynamic part of an offense that really
a lot of attention needs to be put on that guy, man, and that makes it easier on everybody.
For
1-5 included, offensive line included.
Yep.
The big guys got us rolling in the run game, which really got everything started off the right way there in that first half.
Yeah. Also, we talked about a second, Chiefs defense. I mean, listen, they played unbelievable against the Eagles. They played great last week against the Giants, and they went up against probably one of the most, first of all, run efficient teams in the last 7-8 years since Lamar's been there, and especially since Derrick Henry's been there, even though Henry's kind of having a slow start to this season, and one of the most high-powered scoring offenses. And they went out and had themselves a day again.
A few turnovers, man.
Turnovers make a big deal. You're right. But, yeah, I just think it's, again, Spags and the Chiefs' defense has really come on. They're playing potentially better than they've ever played over these last couple of weeks. So it's really been impressive. Chris Jones arrived in Arrowhead a half hour before kickoff in a more somber note, but shout out for him to being able to come and play football, man. It could not have been easy for him. You saw him after the game address it, tearing up. For those of you that don't know, a half hour before the game, Chris Jones had to come because he was attending a funeral back in Mississippi. Where I believe his aunt passed away.
One of our absolute brothers and one of our favorite people, a friend of the show. But most of all, I've known Chris for, I got to say, close to 10 years now. I think he's in his 10th year or so. And I just love the dude, who he is, what he stands for, what he's meant to this community, what he's meant to this team, the leadership. I mean, can't say enough about him and what he's done with his career and how he still is hungry to go get after it even more. And, for him to have that funeral that day, we would have found a way to hold it down without him, and would have played for him if he wasn't there. But just shows what this game is, and like he said it best, it's an escape, man. It's an escape from reality, and those Sundays, man. Sometimes it's just it's something that you need to get your mind off of the reality of things, man. We love Chris and. Our hearts are with his family and everybody back in Mississippi, man. But superstar player, superstar human.
Yeah, man. And, yeah, everybody handles grief differently. But, I think this is what you just said rings true with a lot of football players. Like, obviously, Chris played this week. There's the iconic moment where Brett Favre plays after his father passes.
Yeah.
Football ends up being a sanctuary for a lot of guys. And it's your family. It really is like a family outside of your actual family. And it's a place where you get to go and you just get to do something you've loved your whole life and forget about some of the stuff that is really weighing on your heart. Or you get to play and you feel like you honor that person in some way. So, shout out to Chris. I know it couldn't have been easy, but
probably not easy for him. But
yeah,
we love him for making the effort, man, and going out and fucking balling.
Blew up Derrick Henry hard on this third and short. Let's check out that freaking
home opener this year to the Eagles, week 2, and here on a 3rd and 1, the Kansas City defense to open up the fourth quarter.
It's crazy.
Go back and rewind this real quick. Is this? Did he do this with Daniel Falele trying to block him?
Funeral of a loved one in Mississippi.
Our thoughts and prayers with him and his family. And boy,
he just tossed. I think he tossed to the right guard.
Well, he probably got a little bit of foot traffic, Falele, but still, you know how big Falele is?
Oh, this is what I'm saying, man.
He is fucking enormous. Like one of the biggest human beings I've ever seen in my life. I mean, he's got to be close to 400 pounds.
Dude, it's always funny. Me and Chris have some of the same, like at least workout schedules. Like whenever I'm lifting weights, he's in there too, and I'm just like, man, I can't feel good about myself one fucking time in that goddamn weight room, man.
Chris?
Dude, no, yeah, Chris is in there, and I see what he's lifting versus what I'm lifting, and like what he's doing versus what I'm just sitting there like, man, I'm just trying to fucking feel good about the fucking weight that I'm putting up and fucking getting after it, and it's like when he's lifting twice as much. And
Chris is getting after it like that in the weight room?
Dude, what?
What's he lifting?
Look at you. You're all fired up, man.
I want to know. I want to get in there with Chris. Dude, I tried to squat 500 pounds the other day. I went out and ran because I wanted to see if I could still run fast. And then I went in and made the mistake of trying to squat a bunch of weight after I did that. Tried to put 500 pounds on the bar like I used to be able to.
Yeah, I remember you telling me.
I got folded like a fucking bitch. I was so upset. I was just like,
did you? You said you were getting back in it.
Oh, I'm gonna go prove to myself I can do it this week because I can't live with myself not thinking I can do that anymore. Leo Chanel, first interception of the season was sick. Yes, it was. I don't know how the fuck he made this play.
Dude, this dude Leo is a baller, man.
John Cena.
Dude.
Are his hands soft like that? I mean, to be able to reach back in one hand,
he's just an all-around athlete, man. The guy's just powerful, can run. Just a ball player, man.
And you can't even fault Lamar. I mean, I guess Lamar could have put it a little bit further out in front, but dude, there is no way I'm throwing the ball to Mark Andrews and thinking Leo Chanel is going to come away with a one-handed interception like this. I would never expect this to happen. And Leo, baller. Look at that play, dog.
It's one of those, when you're on the bench and you see it happen, you just jump off the bench and fucking get so hyped, man. That stadium was rocking.
Did he used to play DB?
I'm going to say no. I'm going to say he at some point he might have played every position in football. I don't know. He's got that savviness to where you could probably put him anywhere you need. But
I don't think people realize how hard it is to guard somebody in man-to-man coverage, be locked onto him, turn around and catch have the ball skills to make that play. That was absurd. Hell of a play.
Crazy fucking play, especially early on. I think we had just kicked a field goal. They were up 7-3, so we're looking for a defensive stop to get us back out there, and sure enough, Leo comes up with a huge fucking play. Only got 3 out of it, but nonetheless, put up some points and got a nice highlight out of it.
No doubt. Yeah, for those of you wondering, it might be Fa'alele, or it's just Falele. 6'8", 370 pounds.
Yeah, damn.
He's a monster. I've stood next to the guy. He is. It's eye-catchingly big. Big man. I bet the 370 is wrong, too. That's like a roster rate when you get so heavy that they start going down. I'm serious. That dude is 400 pounds. You're not convincing me otherwise. That dude is he's a couple cheeseburgers away in the morning after he puts his in some bottles of water, and then all of a sudden he's 400. There ain't no way. And then the one guy that we got to talk about is Patty Mahomes. No question about it. A lot has been made about not taking as many shots down the field, yada, yada. The big playability's gone. Is Pat Mahomes as good as he was? I love hearing the stuff that starts to go after like 4 or 5 games. Like, I don't know. If you look at a couple years now, he hasn't been the same. Like, I cannot wait. Worthy's back. I know you guys are getting Rasheed back in a couple games. This offense, I really feel like it's about to take off. Like, it's exciting to watch. And I can't wait to see Mahomes be like back to what everybody should be rightfully clarifying him as. So Mahomes became both the youngest at 30 years, 11 days old, and the fastest at 116 regular season games to pass for 250 touchdowns in a career. The other thing that was fun, Worthy was a big part of it, but Pat still found a way to spread it around. Like, there were so many guys that were touching that ball and making plays. And it's, we already talked about it. Yeah, Juju.
We got a lot. It's some of those RPOs, man. I know a lot of people are like, I'm out on the RPOs here and there, but Pat, I think, had like 40, 50 yards at least alone on RPOs. And that's him being that Texas gunslinger out there, baby. Just out there throwing it from the hip, throwing it sidearm over the top of guys, around guys, and really forcing the defense to have to make the decision. Are we going to fucking defend the pass, or are we going to have to get in here inside the box and really get after the run? And that puts a strain on the defense. And that's why they work so well. You know, obviously our under center runs, we love those too, because we love to play action off of those, or at least I do. But at the same time, it's like, man, what Pat Mahomes does best is he sees the field and he finds ways to get the ball to guys in those RPOs, man.
Here's what happened. I hate when people make blanket statements like, RPOs aren't as good anymore. It's like, it all fucking works. You just got to protect it. Like, yeah, if you come out and every time you're in a fucking 2x2 set on first and second down and the back is to the receivers right there and you run an RPO, yeah, no shit, it's not going to work because the defense knows what you're about to do. Right? But if you go and do these things out of unique formations, or you do other things like sluggos off of them and things that exploit players cheating RPOs, like, you're still going to be just fine. All right? There's no question they have a place in it. So does play action under center. Don't get me started. Fuck,
dude. You know I love a good balance attack on it all, man.
Here's what it all comes down to. It's all like was it Sun Tzu's Art of War? Like, dude, know your enemy and make sure your enemy doesn't know you. That's pretty much it. And know the terrain. That's to be successful in battle.
Know the terrain. You got to know
the terrain. What kind of cleats you're going to wear? What's the weather that's going to happen? Where are we at? Right? Know your enemy. Right? Yep. Know what they do well, what they do out of their formations. How do we stop them? And what do we want to exploit on their defense? And then don't be predictable. Anyways, I don't even know what the fuck started that rant. Travis, is the version of the Chiefs what you expected for them coming into the season? We've already kind of answered that.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's even more. I think you could assume that Tyquan Thornton was going to have the year he's having, and you can assume that,
Well, I didn't assume that. I know you did. I could.
From based off of just what we've shown in practice and everything like that. But I think that, even Xavier's taken his game up to another level. I think he's taken his game to, with the ball in his hands, he seems more comfortable. He sees the field better. So I think it's exceeding expectations in my mind, and we just got to keep that thing rolling.
Peloton is changing the game in fitness with the new Peloton cross-training Tread Plus, powered by Peloton IQ. And let me tell you, this thing is like having your own elite training camp at home.
Oh. Okay, Jason, how have you liked working out with your Peloton?
It's right there. It's always where I need it. Sitting in the corner, sitting back there. I got the bike. Do it on the tread. I'm a big tread guy. I like the tread. And then you can watch shows. You can watch instructors. It's just a great product.
And something else that's really cool, the screen swivels now. So you can easily go from running to strength training or stretching. There's so many classes that Peloton has that you can click on. And moving the screen around just makes it so you don't have to move that heavy old bike or tread. It's like having a whole training facility right there, one place, one equipment.
It is nice. And having the trainer access is good. Oh, and Peloton IQ actually counts your reps and corrects your form with intelligent strength coaching, which we definitely need when working out at home. And get this, it tracks your progress and can even suggest weights to help you level up your strength game. The rep counter is nice.
I also heard that Peloton IQ creates personalized workout plans based on your goals. In each class, you're coached by instructors who bring that energy you need. And that's what Peloton's all about. Matching your energy and elevating your game to help you get to the next level. Whether you're just starting out or you're, I don't know, like a vet like Jason is.
Let yourself run, lift, flex, push, go, more. Explore the new Peloton cross-training Tread Plus at onepeloton.com.
Thank you to our sponsor, American Express.
Hey, the American Express Platinum Card is now better than ever. With updated benefits to help you unlock unforgettable experiences, you can access the largest global airport lounge network and global hotel program with a suite of benefits as compared to other credit card programs.
Nice. Plus, with their dining benefits, over 10,000 U.S. Resi restaurants and exclusive access to unique experiences worldwide. Platinum membership means you can turn the ordinary into extraordinary.
There's nothing like landing a table at one of the hottest restaurants. And when you enroll with the Amex Platinum, you can also get up to $100 back each quarter on eligible Resi purchases at participating Resi restaurants.
Ooh, gotta love a little $100 back. Who doesn't love getting something back when they're trying new things and new spots? Jason,
couldn't agree more. And with an array of premium travel, dining, and entertainment benefits, all backed by American Express's award-winning service, Platinum membership brings experiences to a whole new level. It's true what they say. There's nothing like Platinum. I didn't know people said that. Pretty nice.
Now they do.
It is true.
Yeah. Terms apply, though. Learn more at americanexpress.com/withplatinum.
Thank you to our partner, Hulu's Chad Powers.
Watch Hulu's all-new original series, Chad Powers, starring Glenn Powell. It's streaming right now on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+. And let me tell you, this show it's a wild ride, baby.
8 years after flushing his college football career down the toilet, hotshot quarterback Russ Holiday is determined to reclaim his former glory by disguising himself as Chad Powers, an oddball athletic talent who walks onto the struggling South Georgia Catfish, determined to once again take college football by storm.
But this hilarious half-hour comedy series isn't just about football. It's a heartfelt comedy story that everyone can relate to. So don't miss Glenn Powell as Russ Holiday and Chad Powers.
Two identities, one icon, zero shame. The all-new Hulu original series, Chad Powers, now streaming with new episodes Tuesdays. And if you're a bundle subscriber, you can also stream it on Hulu on Disney+. Terms do apply. All righty. Rest of week 4. Obviously, there's some other big stories across the league.
Some of the other big stories around the league: Eagles 31, Bucks 25. And the Bucks were rolling into this thing pretty hot. Looking like one of the best teams in the NFC. And sure enough, the Eagles, still the Eagles, man.
Eagles got
put a big time 31 points on the Bucks defense, who was pretty stout so far this year. And Jason, why don't you tell everybody what the hell this game was?
Well, the one touchdown was a block punt, return for a touchdown. I mean, the Eagles jumped out to a tremendous start. They got the block punt early. There was an interception. The turnovers, again, were in the favor of the Eagles. In the first half, the offense, I think, scored on their first 4 possessions, if I have that right. So got out to a really fast start in Tampa, which is always important on the road. But they struggled in the second half. And this is the way the offense has kind of been this year, where first half against the Cowboys to start the season, they get out to a great start and are really functioning well, really up until that lightning delay. Then they do a second half against the Rams. All of a sudden strike fire and have an amazing comeback win at home against LA. And then this past week, first half is great. The offense is functioning really good, and then it kind of stalls out. So they've had pieces where the offense has looked really good, and then other pieces where it struggled. A lot is being made of another game of A.J. Brown and Saquon Barkley not having the numbers that we're accustomed to seeing out of them. So listen, it's probably the most scrutinized 4-0 team that I've potentially ever seen, and a part of that is like
I know a few of them.
All right, that's fair, but usually that happens
with the some heat though because they won the Super Bowl. You know,
that's right. That was
their stars aren't having the 100-yard touchdown games that they would hope that their contracts would emulate. And it's just it's silly. 4-0. Are you kidding me?
That's my thing. Like, listen, I get that the expectations are higher. And listen, they need to fix things on offense. There's no question about that. But I don't think that we should lose sight of the fact that we have a fucking great team in Philadelphia. that is 4-0, has beaten some really good teams, right? And we should be very happy with that. And we have to at least understand, yes, they need to get better on offense. But the bottom line is we have a really good team in Philadelphia. We should be fired up to watch these guys play every single week and happy and excited about that. I know I am. So a lot has been made about A.J. Brown struggling to get the ball. What can we do to get him the ball? Because he's a good player. He should be getting the ball. A lot of people are making out about this tweet that was cryptic in some ways. I mean, it's not really that cryptic if you really think about it. Yeah. If you're...
It is what it is.
If you're not welcome, not listened to, quietly withdraw. Don't make a scene. Shrug your shoulders and be on your way.
You're 4-0, boss. Come on, man.
I don't think this is where you and I disagree a little bit a couple weeks ago. I don't think it's unfathomable that a player of A.J. Brown's caliber, I think that he should be upset that he is not being utilized in this offense. I think that is a normal feeling, and I think he should feel comfortable explicitly saying that to the coaches and players within that locker room. I do. I don't think that that's like a dick move, a selfish move. AJ knows the level of player he is and what he can do to offenses. And we as an offense know it. Everybody should be upset that AJ's not getting the ball. And I guarantee they are. They're trying to force it to him. It needs to be done in a better way. But one of the things about this quote is, if you're not welcome, not listened to, quietly withdraw, don't make a scene, shrug your shoulders, and be on your way. Everyone should be really happy that AJ Brown is not doing that. Like, by him tweeting this, he's literally not doing the tweet, right? He's being vocal and he's telling everybody, I'm fucking not happy with what's happening right now. And he shouldn't be. Are there better ways to do this than by tweeting it out? Potentially.
To each his own.
I don't think it's as simple as just throw the ball to A.J. Brown more. I think
that's not how this thing works in the NFL. Like,
it involves everybody. Like, A.J. Brown can do better. Jalen Hurts can, I'm sure, get the ball to him more in other situations. And the coaches can do a better job of trying really hard to make this player happy and make him be a weapon. Like, we shouldn't be just getting him the ball to make him happy. We should be getting him the ball because he's a fucking baller. Like, it's not even about making AJ happy. We should be getting him the ball.
Go deep, AJ. It's just like, no, like, what is...
Well, I'm just saying.
And more. No, I hear you.
It's not about getting him the ball to make him happy. It's about getting him the ball because to be the best offense we can be, we need to get him the ball. And the same thing goes with Saquon Barkley. It's been good at times in Philadelphia, and in certain halves, the offense has functioned really well. Oh, yeah. It needs to be better, and I'm sure that those guys are hard at work this week. They're very happy to be 4-0. Nick Sirianni's done a great job leading these guys to this point. Defense is playing really well. Offense has been hit or miss at times, but they still have great players. And I got to think they're going to find a way to make A.J. Brown, get him his touches. They have to. If they want to be the best version of the Philadelphia Eagles they can be, it's going to involve A.J. Brown getting his touches and Saquon Barkley becoming an integral part of this offense in the run game and in the pass game.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing with receivers. We talk about it all the time, and I always almost have the receivers back now, especially as I've gotten older.
Dude, back to your days playing receiver.
I think about that often. I really do. Receiver is the most frustrating position on the field. It really is.
It is.
Because everything else is reliant on you making a play. Like, yes.
No, you're relying on everything else is what
I mean, you can run. Yeah, I think that.
Like, you're not only relying on the play
you
call,
got to do your job. You got to run a great route and get open.
Block the quarterback to put it somewhere in the right vicinity.
Yeah,
I hear what you're saying.
Yes, it's a frustrating ass position at times.
It's frustrating for AJ right now, clearly, because he's going to social media to let everybody know how frustrated he is. And where I show my frustration is when we're not rolling as an offense. And I think it's frustration. It's the desire to get it fixed.
Yep.
It's also really hard for me to get mad when we're winning. I think I don't find that energy or that feeling in me if we're winning, if we're having success, if we're putting up points, if we're winning football games. So I think the biggest thing for that desire to want to be a part of the game more, it just comes to practices. It comes to that relationship I got with the quarterback. I feel like whenever I was searching for more opportunities in a game, I would just, after every single rep in practice, after every single conversation in the meeting rooms about a certain play, I'd go up to Pat or go up to the coaches and and make sure they know that I'm on the same page as them in some form or fashion, you know? And I think that's always a better option in my mind. Well, I can't say that I've never gotten frustrated and
clammed up
lashed out and done something to make sure everyone knows this is how I feel about it. We all love the fucking game. We all want to fucking win, and we all want to have fun doing it. And as a pass catcher, having that ball in your hands is the most fun thing you can fucking do in the NFL.
And I'm glad you brought up going to the coaches, going to the quarterback, because communication is always the answer. Like, that's the only way it's going to get better. And that should work. I expect it to work. Even if it doesn't, though, at least you're trying to make it better. If you just walk away, if you just like get so frustrated that you're not even going to talk to it, it's never going to get better.
Yeah,
it's only going to get worse. So, like, I know the frustration is there, but that can't be the answer. And I know AJ knows that, and I know that he was just frustrated. Listen, him tweeting that out, it puts some added pressure now on the Eagles coaching staff and on Jalen to make sure he gets touches in this next game. It just does.
And it puts it on him, baby. You got to.
It does. Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Got to go out there and go to work, brother.
Oh man, wonderful, wonderful. Love talking about that stuff when you're 4-0.
Dude.
To me, the fact that we're 4-0 and we still haven't even had our best players involved in the offense.
Looking up, baby.
Brother, look what happened with the Chiefs. The Chiefs have struggled on offense. All of a sudden, they got that figured out, and they blew the fucking brakes off of the Ravens, one of the best teams in the league over the past, decade. So to me, I'm optimistic as a motherfucker right now. But we do got to get it fixed. There's no question about that.
Yeah. And I got to catch the ball. One guy that isn't frustrated right now is Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter comes out and said, I'd rather have a bad game with a dub than 6 sacks with a loss. I'd rather play as a team and we eat off each other, man.
I get that. Yeah. How about this? I want 6 sacks and a win. That's what I want when I'm a fucking baller-ass defensive end. That's what I want. I get what he's saying. I don't think it's that simple. If you're a great player in this league, you want to affect the game, especially if you're paid to be the guy.
All eyes are looking at you to get those opportunities. That's the biggest thing.
I get what he's saying. I really do. And I think that's the right mentality that the team should be spreading, and that's the right mentality as a player in the league. But the reality is, if you're a fucking beast and you're a competitor, you want me on that wall. You need me on that wall. Like, that is the fucking mentality you go out there with. That's the reality of it.
Yeah.
If I'm fucking going over here and just doing pass blocking all day and you're not getting me out at the second level, you're not calling the plays that allow me to be a dynamic run blocking player that has been great in the league for a number of years, I am damn sure going to the coach and say, hey, remember now, you get me out in the second level, we have some high success on the runs with this stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't think that makes you a bad teammate. I don't think it makes you selfish. I really don't. I think that makes you a competitive person that wants to have success, and you want your team to have success, and you know how much you could be a part of it too.
Yeah. The biggest thing is just being understanding of what that's causing in terms of the eyes on everybody. How you're doing that and how you're voicing it, that's what you want to be aware of and cautious of. Final thoughts on the Birds. Who they got coming up?
Oh my gosh. Eagles, Broncos. That's everybody talking about Pat Surtain following AJ. It'll be interesting to see what the Eagles game plan is. Listen, the Broncos last year, one of the best defenses in the NFL. They were unbelievable blitzing. They've kind of been hit or miss a little bit with the blitz this year. Coming off a big win just last night against the Cincinnati Bengals, who obviously don't have Joe Burrow. Bo Nix, who struggled, all of a sudden had a decent game. Like, he looked pretty good. He was throwing the ball pretty well, had some good runs. The offense in general was really dynamic, and they had some good toss cracks. And they had an end-around play that went for a big score with Marvin Mims. So, listen, the Broncos are a really, really good team this year. It's a big test for the Philadelphia Eagles. A really good test against a really good defensive personnel team, especially in the back end with Pat Surtain.
Yeah.
Surtain?
White corner.
Surtain.
Yeah. Surtain and Moss.
Really white.
Moss.
Well, is he?
The other corner.
They got a white corner?
They're one of the best defenses in the league with a white corner last year.
They better go after him then. That's all I'm going to say.
Remember you were talking about how he's hiding his complexion. He's got the long sleeves.
Is that what it was? I would hide it too. The moment I see it, I'm going right at him. That's all I'm saying.
Dude, he's a good player.
I don't care. I mean, it doesn't work with Cooper DeJean. Cooper's a baller, but we're going to test him. We're going to test that guy. Caucasian in the backfield, we're testing him.
All right, moving on to the rest of week 4. Jags beat the 49ers. We got the Jags on Monday night, man, and they were rolling against San Fran this past weekend, 26-12. And we got a coach fight.
Who doesn't love a good coach fight? I love a good coach fight.
Robert Saleh accused Liam Cohen of having an advanced sign-stealing system. Interesting.
Good for Liam. Smart.
Liam post-game, keep my name out your mouth.
He didn't do it like that, though. Did you watch the clip?
Duval. No, what did he say?
No, he did, but he did it after he'd already walked. He walked by and threw his little temper tantrum as he was walking by Robert Saleh, who was trying to go up and shake his hand. And then when he was a good distance away, that's when he shouted, "Keep my name out your fucking mouth," while players are kind of holding back. He was, listen,
hold me back.
Dude, fuck off. Everybody in the NFL steals signals to a certain extent. I'm not buying this bullshit.
Why are they signals if they're like, what do you mean?
If you're dumb enough on defense, if you're dumb enough to do this and every time go to cover 4, you're a fucking idiot. What do you want me to say?
What are we doing? I'm calling that out. I'm telling everyone on the offense, cover 4.
Yeah.
I'm
if you're on the sideline as a coach and every time you do this in like a 2-minute situation or whatever, it's whatever blitz. That's on you, motherfucker. Be better at signaling. I am so over, some people view Tom Brady like he's supposed to. And listen, he beat the Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl. You know what I think? Really fucking smart by those guys. They fucking outsmarted you, stupid fucks. What do you want me to say? You're the fucking idiot, stupid enough to get your signal stolen. I got no.
Why are we using signals if it's supposed to? Everyone's allowed to figure it out. What do you mean? No, you use signals to hide how you communicate.
Yeah. Be better at signaling.
At signals.
What do you want me to say? And if they're good at stealing signals, that's a trait. Good for them. Steal the fucking signals. If they're stupid, if they know you're good at stealing the signals, which apparently everybody does according to Robert Saleh, and you're still stealing those signals, they're fucking idiots. I don't even know what we're talking about. What are we talking about?
I don't know what we're talking about either. I think we're talking about how Robert Saleh said, "I'll fuck your world up. You don't want to fuck with me, I will fucking end your life."
I mean, that's the reality.
I love football, man.
I love coaches fighting with each other. I am a big fan of it.
I love it.
I saw Marty Morningwig. I forget who the D coordinator was one year. They ran some pressure in a preseason game. These two dudes are fucking jawing back and forth at the middle of the field. I'm like, fuck yeah, Marty, go get them. Maybe it gives the Jags some energy. I would have liked him to say it right up in his face, though. I would have liked to see that.
I wish he would have just looked at him and been like, Duval.
That would have been the best. Yeah. Don't even act like a hard ass. Just be like, Duval.
Just troll his ass.
That would have been so much better. That would have been 10 times better.
Oh, man.
Nice job signaling today, bitch. That would have been. Still got him.
Who had the most down bad quote of the week? Titans rookie quarterback Cam Ward, after the loss versus the Texans, said that if we're keeping it a buck, we're ass.
It's one of those that you need to actually hear him say it for it even to hit better. Can we play this clip?
When we're keeping a buck right now, we ass. So we 0-4. We have. This point, we got nothing to lose. We dropped a quarter of our fucking game, and we've yet to do anything. So we have to lock in, especially myself on the offensive line, from the defensive line, from the special teams to all three places. We have to play together. We have not played together this year yet, and that's just something that we want to preach about it every day. Every day we got to do better, and we're doing that. But it has to show up on Sundays. It hasn't showed up yet. But it got to show up next week.
I love it.
What, man? I
think it's
great. Love it out of the young guy, man.
It's fantastic.
I've only seen a few social clips of hearing him talk, but if that's how you're talking about the team and the frustrations and moving forward, how to get it, man, fucking
took ownership.
Let's do it, dude. Let's go.
Talked about him not living up to the standard and then saying that the team needs to live up to it. And there's something about if we keeping it a buck, we're ass, that I like because it puts it in a lot of the times you get up in the press conference, you're very much speaking in these cliche things. You're giving generic answers to not give people sound bites. There's something that's very refreshing about somebody speaking very organically and authentically. yeah, this ain't going to get it fucking done. And it's bullshit. And I think it's a good sign. I like that out of Cam Ward. Motherfucker throws the ball hard as fuck. If you watch him play, that dude fucking zips it. He's got to get a little bit of touch on it. I mean, he's like throwing it through somebody's chest. For keeping it a buck, he's going to break somebody's sternum.
For Brett Favre.
No doubt. But no, I like the quote. We got Brees Hall.
Yeah, what else we got? We got Brees Hall. What did you say?
Brees Hall, Jets, teams shoot themselves in the foot, then we come back and shoot ourselves in the head.
Fuck.
I will say the Jets, that's a great way to describe it. The Jets offense just continually was messing up their own shit last night between penalties, turnovers, all that stuff. Like, yeah, it was not a great performance. But, I mean, I guess we want to look optimistically. They did some good things for a while. Like, they ran the ball pretty well. Just, yeah.
Keep those red zone fumbles and turnovers, man. Fuck, it'll kill you. Yeah, I'd say Cam Ward won that one.
I'm with you.
Cowboys-Packers tie.
Yeah, man.
It's disgusting. I was watching McAfee today, and what is it, Bruce Arians?
Bruce Arians? I love Bruce Arians. He has some bang.
Bruce Arians had an interesting way to handle ties. He said he was one of the guys that when they changed the overtime rules to 10 minutes.
Each team possession or 10 minutes, okay, yeah.
10 minutes, that he was for it. But he also threw out there that if it ends in a tie at that point, just put the ball at the 8. And everybody gets 3 downs to fucking get the ball in the
They
end
need
zone.
to do something. Ties should not happen.
Ties are just...
We need to stop it. And I feel like, I don't know that it increases the chances, but it feels like now that each team gets a possession, it feels like it increases the chance of tying as opposed to sudden death. Yeah. Like, I would rather it be sudden death. Just let the first team with the ball go score and win. If they don't, the other team wins. I'm out on the fucking ties. I don't want to see them. I don't like them.
They're so deflating.
I do like them trying to figure out something.
Make a great football game feel like, why did I
just watch that?
Why did I?
Yes. And I think after overtime is over, I think they could do something very simple. We're just going to do one random ass. I want it to be Nutcracker. Have 2 guys get Nutcracker. Whoever tackles the other guy to the ground first, he fucking wins the game. Gladiator style. That's what I want to see.
Sumo wrestler.
Whoever, I don't give a fuck. I don't care that it has nothing to do with football. I just want this game over, and I want to have a team that wins it. I don't want to tie, and that sounds electric as fuck. Let's have fucking Fa'alele and Jordan Malata, 400-pounders, sumo wrestle basically in the middle of the field to decide who's winning this motherfucker.
Sign me up. I'd pay to see that.
Anyways, it was a great high-scoring game. Not a lot of defense played. Dak Prescott is playing his ass off right now. George Pickens had his first big game in a Cowboys uniform with CeeDee Lamb out, had a number of big-time catches, and he was still spreading the ball around. Ferguson and Tolbert. Like, the Cowboys offense is looking really good. As much heat as Brian Schottenheimer got for being the head coach, the offense is looking real good right now in Dallas. Defense, got to pick it up. They're still struggling a little bit. But offense looks good. Packers, big kind of fallback. I mean, they've looked the best through the first 3 weeks, and they go out and tie with this kind of performance. It's a rough one. Lose last week against Cleveland.
Any given Sunday, baby.
Dude, that's the way the season's been.
That's the NFL.
This is why I kind of hate
forever, dude.
Well, it's also why I kind of hate the first quarter of the season because there's so much changes through the first 4 games. Like the first week, everybody's like, Detroit sucks, and then they're beating the fuck out of everybody the last 3 weeks. And then the next week, it's like, fucking the Chiefs don't got it anymore. Pat Mahomes, he's not even a top 10 quarterback anymore. And then they go out and do this. Okay, fuck, looks like they're back to the Super Bowl. Fucking, it's just like, what the fuck are we even talking about? And I got to go up there on the TV and be like, oh yeah, they can't do it with Ben Johnson. I'm like, yeah, I'm a fucking idiot. Jared Goff was fucking fantastic. Dude, it's fucking, the first 4 games is like, I mean, you can't, like, I'm like, oh yeah, Green Bay's a Super Bowl contender. Damn, okay, they just got fucking, yeah. So,
dude, that's the beauty of the NFL, man.
Yeah.
Anybody can go down and anybody can find a way, man. You get steamed up in a fucking heartbeat in this goddamn league, man.
Dude, Jerry Jones had a great quote. Did you read this?
Why isn't his quote
it's there? It says it was if a tie is. He was asked by a reporter if a tie is like kissing your sister, and he said, "I've never kissed my sister." So how's it taste? It's a great comment because who's kissed her sister? How do they know?
Nobody should know what that.
Should know what that is. I think it's actually legal. Well, is kissing illegal or is it just fornication?
A source reveals that maintaining a relationship amid non-stop work schedules has been nearly impossible. But now, Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift finally have the bandwidth to align their plans, from dreamy European escapes to luxurious tropical getaways. Their love intensifying with every passing day. The Chiefs star's 13-year rapport with head coach Andy Reid has weathered countless memorable moments, including a heated sideline spat during Week 3's Sunday Night Football. Yet ahead of Week 4, Kelce addressed the viral chatter, assuring fans that his bond with Reid remains rock solid. "I love that guy, man," Kelce shared, confirming that nothing outside the building alters their trust or mutual respect, praising Reid's ability to challenge players to reach elite performance levels. Echoing this sentiment, Reid reflected after the Chiefs' 22-9 triumph over the Giants, insisting, "Don't make too much of it. He's a passionate guy, and I love that part. I've been through a lot with him. That's all part of it. I love that he loves the game. It's emotional, and I embrace it." Judging from their words, neither Kelce nor Reid hints at turbulence in paradise, showcasing a dynamic built on loyalty, respect, and unshakable passion for football and life alike. Of course, after the unforgettable Week 3 moment and Kelce's infamous bump of Reid in Super Bowl 58, fans are eagerly anticipating how the duo will interact the next time they meet on the sidelines, their every move under the spotlight. Meanwhile, the 35-year-old shake-it-off superstar has been delighting in the kitchen, baking her favorite treats for none other than her fiancé, fellow 35-year-old Travis Kelce. During a recent podcast appearance with him, Swift revealed how she crafts homemade goodies for Kelce while he's away at NFL training camps, complete with custom labels and clever song-inspired puns. "It's crazy how many puns you can make because you do the whole thing," she laughed, describing her playful creations with bread bags and labels designed to maximize the wordplay. "You go, are you bread? Why for it?" she joked, referencing her hit Ready for It, while continuing with, "It's a loaf story, baby. Just say yeast," eliciting laughter from Kelce. She even stumped him with a pun for her song, Red. Loafing him was bread, leaving Kelce puzzled. "You don't know that song? It's okay. It wasn't on the tour," she quipped, as fans marveled at their playful chemistry, all while Taylor Swift officially announced her 12th studio album, The Life of a Showgirl. The global superstar revealed her highly anticipated album on August 12th, sending fans into a whirlwind of excitement. In a captivating teaser clip, Swift opened a mint green briefcase marked TS, proudly announcing, "This is my brand new album, The Life of a Showgirl," during her podcast appearance. She has officially confirmed the release date for October 3rd, 2025, marking her first original project since the record-shattering The Tortured Poets Department and her historic era-spanning tour. Taylor has sold over 300 million records worldwide, with 11 studio albums released to date, alongside 4 re-recorded albums following the controversial 2019 sale of her back catalog. In May, she triumphantly reclaimed the rights to her first 6 albums, writing on her website, "All of the music I've ever made now belongs to me. I've been bursting into tears of joy ever since I found out this is really happening. To say this is my greatest dream come true is actually being pretty reserved about it. I can't thank you enough for helping to reunite me with this art that I've dedicated my life to, but have never owned until now." Amid these historic music milestones, a high-octane NFL moment grabbed headlines. With roughly 2 minutes left in the second quarter, Patrick Mahomes powered into the end zone from 1 yard out, giving the Chiefs a 21-10 lead. Following the play, Travis Kelce exchanged intense words with Bills safeties DeMar Hamlin and Cole Bishop before defensive tackle Jordan Phillips approached and bumped Kelce, adding drama to the on-field showdown. For his on-field taunt, Travis Kelce was slapped with an $11,255 fine for unsportsmanlike conduct. Taunting, though he wasn't the only star penalized from the AFC Championship clash. Buffalo defensive tackle Jordan Phillips received a lesser $6,722 fine for unnecessary roughness involving his helmet, while Bills linebacker Matt Milano was hit with an $11,255 penalty for a separate late-game face mask incident. This marked yet another NFL fine for Kelce during his 2024 campaign, following a $14,069 penalty for his exuberant field goal dunk celebration after shattering Tony Gonzalez's franchise record for receiving touchdowns. As the Chiefs set their sights on history, aiming to become the first team to secure a three-peat in NFL history at Super Bowl 59 against the Philadelphia Eagles on February 9th in New Orleans, Louisiana, Kelce's off-field life continues to intrigue. Neighbor Wes Bergman, a frequent reality TV contestant, described him as an enigma on the Social Game podcast, highlighting the duality of a fierce football powerhouse and a man destined to inspire a dozen Taylor Swift songs. Living near Kelce, Bergman revealed he witnessed the budding romance with Swift from its earliest moments, confessing to host Michelle Fitzgerald, "I was the first person to know about any of this stuff, and I tried to tell this woman a long time ago," offering fans a rare, behind-the-scenes glimpse into one of the NFL's most high-profile relationships. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's relationship has been quietly unfolding behind the scenes, much longer than the public realized. According to neighbor Wes Bergman, they were together for roughly 6 months before going public, a timeline Swift later confirmed herself. She revealed to Time that their romance began after Kelce gave her an adorable shout-out on his podcast, New Heights, calling it "metal as hell." Their early months were private, allowing them to truly get to know each other without public scrutiny. Swift emphasized she would never have a first date at a public NFL game, clarifying that by the time she attended that match, they were already a couple. "I think some people think that they saw our first date at that game. We would never be psychotic enough to hard launch a first date," she said. Sources report that Swift and Kelce have discussed marriage, much to the delight of his family, who are thrilled at the thought of Taylor joining the Kelce clan. Swift's family also reportedly gets along well with the Kelces, recognizing the genuine happiness the couple shares together. Taylor Swift reportedly didn't leave a rental home for an entire year following the Kim Kardashian drama, trusting almost no one during that period. Insiders revealed that those close to Travis Kelce have never seen him so genuinely happy with a girlfriend before, emphasizing that Swift's celebrity status hasn't interfered with their relationship. Friends and family are confident that Taylor isn't using Travis for his fame or fortune, and that her love for him is sincere, grounded in admiration for who he truly is. Meanwhile, in NFL news, ESPN's Dan Graciano reported that the league announced a significant rise in the 2025 salary cap, projected between $277.5 million and $281.5 million, a dramatic increase from $255.4 million in 2024 and $53 million over the past 2 seasons. The NFL clarified that the final figure isn't locked due to several deferment options being considered by the NFL Players Association, with a definitive number expected within the coming week, based on 48% player share of football-related income divided among the 32 teams. Several NFL teams have reason to celebrate the league's massive salary cap boost, none more so than the Kansas City Chiefs, who are navigating multiple cap challenges heading into the offseason. Travis Kelce remains under contract while weighing retirement, but the reigning AFC champions now have a far better chance of retaining Pro Bowl right guard Trey Smith, regardless of Kelce's decision. Chiefs general manager Brett Veach gains enhanced flexibility to address urgent needs at right and left tackle, while potentially offering a lucrative extension to elite quarterback Trent McDuffie. The ripple effect benefits not only powerhouse teams, but also rebuilding franchises such as the New York Giants, Jets, and New England Patriots, each gaining substantial cap room to revamp their rosters. The Patriots currently lead the league with over $120 million in available funds for free agency, followed by the Las Vegas Raiders at more than $95 million, and the resurgent Washington Commanders at over $80 million. High-profile free agents expected to attract attention include Trey Smith, Baltimore Ravens left tackle Ronnie Stanley, New York Jets quarterback DJ Reed, Tampa Bay Buccaneers receiver Chris Godwin, and Minnesota Vikings quarterback Sam Darnold, while the Cincinnati Bengals wide receiver T. Higgins was projected as the top free agency prize, but is now once again expected to receive the franchise tag, keeping him in the Queen City for another season. The Kansas City Chiefs have stumbled out of the gate, holding a concerning 1-2 record that has fans and analysts on edge. Amid this rocky start, one moment has captured attention: the fiery sideline exchange between tight end Travis Kelce and head coach Andy Reid during Week 3 against the New York Giants. Defensive leader Chris Jones has publicly defended Kelce, emphasizing the competitive intensity behind the interaction. Speaking to reporters after the game, the Chiefs' standout defensive tackle highlighted that Travis is a fierce competitor whose emotions sometimes surface in the heat of battle, echoing Reid's perspective while reinforcing Kelce's passion and commitment to the team. Sometimes tensions flare, whether between coaches or players, but Chris Jones stressed it's all born from competitive fire. He defended Travis Kelce's intensity, emphasizing that such moments stem from an unrelenting desire to win, not underlying conflicts. The Kansas City Chiefs entered the 2025 season under heavy scrutiny after their lopsided Super Bowl defeat to the Philadelphia Eagles, with analysts questioning whether Patrick Mahomes' dynasty was losing its edge. Offensive struggles from the 2024 regular season lingered into the new year, as the squad stumbled to a 1-2 start. Their lone victory came in Week 3 against the New York Giants. Though the win drew criticism for the underwhelming play on both sides, early losses saw the Los Angeles Chargers dominate in Week 1, proving their superiority, followed by the Eagles' triumph in Week 2, capped by a crucial interception through Travis Kelce's hands. Meanwhile, Patrick Mahomes has shouldered nearly the entire offensive load, accounting for 3 passing touchdowns and 2 rushing scores in just the first 3 games. The Kansas City Chiefs' wide receiver support has been inconsistent, with Tyquan Thornton standing out as a rare bright spot. Leading the team with 171 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns, Thornton brings crucial stability to a unit that has struggled to find rhythm. Kansas City faces a pivotal moment following their 1-2 start, as they prepare to host the Baltimore Ravens with Lamar Jackson leading the charge on Sunday. The Ravens, also 1-2, enter as favorites under the guidance of head coach John Harbaugh, adding pressure to the Chiefs' offense to perform. Meanwhile, NFL News highlights 2005 MVP Shaun Alexander and his wife Valerie excitedly announcing their 14th child. This matchup represents a key opportunity for Kansas City to recalibrate, address offensive struggles, and strengthen team cohesion. Off the field, Taylor Swift is giving fans a glimpse into the life of a showgirl, as Spotify launched a special pop-up experience in New York on September 30th, celebrating her 12th studio album. Set to release on October 3rd, Bustle got an exclusive sneak peek at Spotify's pop-up. And of course, my magnifying glass was ready. The immersive experience offered fans a rare look into Taylor Swift's life on tour, beginning with her dressing room brimming with costumes, makeup, and personal trinkets essential for every show. The backstage area featured additional props and an exclusive clip of Swift discussing her reunion with Max Martin and Shellback for her upcoming album. Naturally, the journey culminated on the stage, alongside a bonus room celebrating the forthcoming music video for The Fate of Oilia. True to Swift's style, hidden Easter eggs were scattered throughout, teasing potential lyrics, themes, and motifs from the life of a showgirl, while photo ops allowed visitors to step into the showgirl spotlight. The pop-up runs through October 2nd, with entry on a first-come, first-served basis. For those unable to attend in person, Bustle decoded many of the potential Easter eggs hinting at the album's surprises. Among the displays, several megaphones, similar to the one featured in Swift's recent Target commercial, stood out, including a small wardrobe-mounted megaphone, stamped with, "I heard you calling," teasing a possible lyric and a festive ornament idea for the holidays. Scattered throughout the dressing room are several maroon envelopes, a nod to Midnight's, each inscribed with Happy Valentine's Day in Taylor Swift's unmistakable handwriting. One fan immediately recalled that Travis Kelce reportedly gifted Swift a Valentine's Day card, among other romantic gestures, sparking speculation that the envelopes could serve as either lyrical hints or a heartfelt nod to her fiancé. The vanity desks displayed jewelry trays brimming with loose pearls, possibly referencing showgirl tracks alongside opal gems, an apparent nod to opalite, Kelce's birthstone, suggesting a song that might act as a love letter to him. Swift's vanity tables were scattered with an array of essential showgirl prep items, false lashes, hairbrushes, and handheld mirrors, all doubling as potential lyrical inspiration and teasing fans with subtle glimpses into the creative world behind the life of a showgirl. One of the mirrors on Swift's vanity boldly displayed "Keep It 100" in striking showgirl orange highlighter, a detail every Tavi shipper instantly noticed. Fans quickly connected the dots. Taylor's lucky number 13 and Travis Kelce's jersey number 87 add up to 100, hinting at a secret nod to their whirlwind love story. Pun fully intended. Kelce has shared this mantra before, but there's always the tantalizing possibility it could appear as a fresh, unreleased lyric. Behind the scenes, Swift tucked a vintage copy of Shakespeare's Hamlet spotlighting the tragic heroine Oilia above a speaker, each marked with number 13. A clever nod to both Showgirl's opening track, The Fate of Oilia, and the ill-fated character herself. Above the Showgirl photo booth, a theater-style marquee reads, "Oftentimes it doesn't feel so glamorous to be me," a line too poetic to ignore as a potential lyric. That same phrase is also etched in lipstick on a dressing room mirror, echoing a classic Elizabeth Taylor trick, making it highly likely the line belongs to the track. Inspired by the legendary, actress Swift honored her era's tour crew by displaying striking black and white headshots of her female dancers and band members throughout the backstage area. While a heartfelt tribute, the photos feel intentionally specific, hinting at a clever Easter egg for observant fans. Taylor Swift is never one to leave surprises unexplored, a fact she teased on September 24th while announcing a Target-exclusive vinyl for her forthcoming album, The Life of a Showgirl, set to release on October 3rd. A showgirl knows to save some of her best tricks for the grand finale, she teased, instantly sending fans into a frenzy as they scrambled to decode her meaning. The past week has been a whirlwind of announcements, from Spotify's immersive showgirl-themed pop-up experience and Swift's upcoming appearance on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon to the release of limited edition signed copies on her official website. Yet diehard fans are convinced she's still saving an even bigger surprise for the ultimate grand finale. With her last 2 albums, Swift has mastered the art of nocturnal surprises, dropping Midnight's 3 a.m. edition with exclusive bonus tracks just hours after the 2022 release, then unveiling the Tortured Poets Department as a double album at 2 a.m. in 2024. Fans now speculate that she may complete the 3-2-1 countdown with The Life of a Showgirl, teasing a major announcement at 1 a.m., though it likely won't include additional music. On Travis Kelce's New Heights podcast, Swift confirmed the album contains 12 tracks, leaving no extra songs hidden. As the release approaches, devoted Swifties believe they've uncovered a clever Easter egg dropped by her fiancé weeks before the official announcement. The clue centers on the phrase, "Keep it 100, spotted on the back of a handheld mirror during the first day of Spotify's The Life of a Showgirl pop-up on September 30th in New York City, symbolizing authenticity and honesty in classic Swift fashion. The cryptic "Keep it 100 phrase may tie directly to a lyric on Swift's upcoming LP, set to drop Friday, October 3rd, as Spotify promised fans a chance to uncover hidden Easter eggs inspired by the album. Yet the mantra also appeared months earlier in a July Instagram post from Travis Kelce, who shared rare summer snapshots with his then-girlfriend. Captioning the photos, "Had some adventures this off-season. Kept it 100. Swifties were quick to connect the handheld mirror at the Spotify pop-up to Kelce's earlier post, realizing he had dropped an Easter egg before the album was even announced. "OMG," one fan wrote on X, posting side-by-side images of the clues. "So Travis is officially an elite Easter egg dropper now?" Another added, "The Keep It 100 mirror is just one of many mesmerizing objects Swifties are discovering at Spotify's Life of a Showgirl immersive experience, open through Thursday, October 2nd. Fans also reported spotting Happy Valentine's Day notes, scattered loose jewelry, and subtle hints that may point to future lyrics, keeping anticipation at fever pitch. Inside the Spotify pop-up, the mirror boldly scrolled, "Oftentimes, it doesn't feel glamorous to be me," hinting at lyrical depth and hidden messages. While it's impossible to know which other Easter eggs Travis Kelce may have secretly planted leading up to The Life of a Showgirl, his influence on the album's rollout has been undeniable. Swift first teased the project on the New Heights podcast with brother Jason Kelce, and Travis has kept fans on edge with tantalizing clues about the album's sound. I know Taylor mentioned it's going to have more pop beats, but it's still so poetic in her melodies and references. The Happy Gilmore 2 star gushed on another episode of New Heights. "It's just so much fun to listen to. Man, I've been dancing all throughout the house." Meanwhile, the Kansas City Chiefs' 2025 season presents a paradoxical drama, both rooted in the age-old trials of football, yet unlike anything the NFL has ever seen, a perfect storm of intertwined circumstances that fans and analysts can't stop dissecting. He is one of Patrick Mahomes' closest confidants, a perennial favorite of Andy Reid, and adored across the kingdom. Soon turning 36 on October 5th. No longer the consistently dominant superstar fully seen in the 2022 season, his on-field prowess has waned, yet his celebrity continues to skyrocket. The Patriots sustained their dynasty by making the brutally difficult decisions every franchise fears, cutting even superstars without fanfare, handshakes, or the chance to exit on their own terms, an icy approach that defined their reign. The Chiefs, in their own dynastic ascent, have largely mirrored this relentless pursuit of greatness. Yet Kelce's age, evolving abilities, and unparalleled fame create an entirely different calculus this season. Reid insists the tight end remains integral to the team's offensive blueprint, with Mahomes still targeting his favorite weapon. At times, Kelce in the first quarter of this season flashes versions of his peak self, though sporadically, and even then, his individual stats reflect a steady decline. As expected, Pro Football Focus rated Kelce 71.7 overall last year, marking the lowest score of his illustrious career. His yards per reception, 8.5, and yards per route run, 1.49, both marked career lows, while his 823 receiving yards were the lowest since his second season. Despite a consistently high volume of targets, his efficiency continued its decline, with PFF even ranking suspended wide receiver. Rashee Rice ahead of Kelce as Mahomes' primary weapon for the first time, a feat not seen since Tyreek Hill dominated defenses pre-2021. After 4 weeks of 2025, among tight ends, Kelce ranks 8th in receptions with 15, 5th in yards at 182, 8th in touchdowns with 1, 7th in targets at 22, 6th in yards per reception at 12.1, 5th in yards after catch per reception at 7.5, and 30th in drops with 0, according to PFF, showing there's still tangible value. Anyone diving into social media on Travis Kelce will find 30 minutes of negativity, but none of it truly reflects his talent or history. This season, however, is different. Notably, Kelce ranks 3rd among tight ends in pass snaps, a significant total for the production yielded, while his passer rating when targeted sits 18th, suggesting that Mahomes has been forced himself to throw too many passes his way, and Kelce's average depth of target ranks 24th at just 5.7 yards, a predictable concession to Father Time. When all these factors are combined, the Chiefs' conundrum becomes clearer, each element intertwined with the others. Travis Kelce is a bona fide global superstar, yet that celebrity status has virtually no bearing on his on-field decline. The only notable exception comes from Kelce's post-2024 season comments to GQ, admitting he wasn't as prepared at the start due to off-field commitments, hardly a reflection of his relationship with Taylor Swift. He's not alone in experiencing a twilight season. Many regard Tony Gonzalez, who spent 12 years with Kansas City and 17 in the NFL, as the greatest tight end ever. Gonzalez's final year saw 121 targets, 83 catches, 859 yards, and 8 touchdowns. Juxtapose that with Kelce's 2024 totals of 33 targets, 97 receptions, 823 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Perhaps the conundrum in KC is simply the result of 1 year too many. Perhaps this column is about context, something that truly matters in the NFL, yet seems lost on millions of devoted fans who dwell in extremes that define professional football but hold little real significance for in-game results. Bill Parcells nailed it ages ago. It's disaster or euphoria, nothing in between. Understand this, Travis Kelce is far from geriatric, and his pop star fiancé Taylor Swift is not causing his on-field decline. NFL decision-makers recognize his remarkable resume and would still play him because he has earned it. 9 Pro Bowl nods, AP First-Team All-Pro honors, 3 AP Second-Team All-Pro selections, and most crucially, 3 Super Bowl championships. The Chiefs aren't obligated to be one of those franchises, and only the most spoiled fans would blame them if they weren't. Kelce is simply a 36-year-old tight end approaching the twilight of his career, perhaps at a stage where he could have already called it a day. Even before the Chiefs' last Super Bowl triumph in LVY 2 seasons ago, the tight end admitted to Sports Illustrated that he didn't expect to play 15 more years, or even 5. "I'm going to do this until I can't anymore," he said, acknowledging the inevitable. Anyone watching the Kingdom, the excellence of the Chiefs' operations, and their recent history could also see that the team grasps the same calculus. Mahomes, after enduring a stretch of ugly victories that tested his patience, once noted in practice that the football gods seem intent on challenging Kansas City. He understood that sustaining winning football in a league engineered to curb prolonged dominance is nearly impossible. Each dynasty faces its own version of these tests. In 2024, Chiefs general manager Brett Veach bet on Rice, wagering that he would emerge as a true number 1 receiver alongside Mahomes. For 3 games, Veach was correct. Rice led the league in receptions, ranked 2nd in receiving yards, and caught 2 touchdowns. A true number 1, Veach told Cy in late 2024. Then, misfortune struck. Rice was injured in late September and missed the remainder of the season. Then, in March, Rice became involved in a multi-car high-speed crash, pleading guilty to 2 third-degree felony charges, receiving a 30-day jail sentence, 5 years of probation, and a 6-game suspension from the NFL. Meanwhile, consternation surged after Kelce's errors in the season's first 2 weeks. In Week 2, another loss to the Eagles saw Kelce drop a late pass near the goal line, which Philly intercepted. The NFL also fined him nearly $15,000 for an obscene gesture on the sideline that evening. In Week 3, Kansas City earned its first win of the season, albeit amid one of the ugliest games this year. There was no need for apologies. That afternoon against the Giants, TV cameras captured Kelce and Reed arguing on the sideline, with Reed even bumping his tight end. Both men downplayed the incident afterward. They were neither wrong nor deceitful. This happens frequently. Yet critics assessing Kelce's negative impact on Kansas City could still add another bullet point. In 3 weeks, they might argue he cost KC 2 games and nearly jeopardized a third. That argument, however, lacked crucial context. 2. Kelce graded out among Kansas City's top performers that day, which reflected more on the team's overall struggles than his own play. 4 catches, 26 receiving yards. To blame 3 games of early season woes solely on Kelce was equally unfair. Rice has now served 2/3 of his league suspension, and the Chiefs were missing Worthy's game-changing speed. The offensive scheme from Week 1 to Week 4 resembled triage mode, which made last Sunday all the more significant, not just for the lopsided victory over Baltimore, but for the subtle implications it revealed. Worthy returned to the lineup. Kelce recorded his most productive outing yet, with 5 catches for 48 yards, but only played 65.8% of the Chiefs' offensive snaps, his lowest share this season. Mahomes spread the wealth, finding 4 different players for touchdowns. The lesson was clear. Kansas City needed less from Kelce, yet he produced more. That's football. Imagine the impact once Rice returns. As Tony Romo noted on Sunday, Kansas City had never fielded all 3 top targets, Rice, Kelce, and Hollywood Brown, simultaneously before last season. They're now 21 games into that experiment, including last season's playoffs. That's abnormal, and it's not Kelce's fault. None of this context excuses his outsized mistakes this season, nor does it suggest he won't drive another deep Chiefs playoff run. When SI contacted 4 Chiefs sources last week about Kelce, none showed any panic. All seemed intent on sidestepping the inherent awkwardness of this calculus. When SI asked 4 AFC personnel executives to evaluate Kelce's play in the context of Kansas City's underwhelming start, all described a player in decline. Yet 3 of the 4 independently emphasized that public opinion unfairly overblamed the tight end. It's not as if the Chiefs rely on him to single-handedly win games anymore. One AFC general manager noted when SI surveyed 3 diehard Chiefs fans and 1 casual KC observer that opinions varied widely. One blamed the slow start on an overly complex scheme missing key contributors. Another described Kelce as the least awkward person imaginable, suggesting his current play was expected. A third wished Kansas City would move on, while the 4th characterized him as a typical aging athlete whose body can no longer execute all that his mind commands. Kelce may continue starting in Kansas City, but his role is shrinking. Nevertheless, he remains critical to any deep playoff push. The less Mahomes depends on him, the more effective Kelce becomes, and the more pivotal he can remain to the Chiefs' success. It's entirely possible that Kansas City's offense will continue to suffer setback after setback, a relentless pattern that began in early 2024 and shows no sign of relenting. In such a scenario, executives argue, Kelce's waning influence will become starkly apparent, perhaps forcing Reed, Mahomes, and Vic to explore alternatives. But don't overreact to 2 narrow losses by a combined 9 points and a single ugly victory. All 3 navigated a depleted roster during a period when another football dynasty quietly faltered. Nor should the 37-20 triumph over Baltimore be interpreted as a guaranteed return to a 4th consecutive Super Bowl. Can anyone just relax? Of course not. Pro football and its relentless machinery leave no room for calm. Consider this. Since the inception of Kansas City's reign under Reed, Mahomes, and yes, Kelce, the Chiefs have proven themselves as the sport's most adaptable dynasty. Perhaps this remarkable run with this core concludes in 2025. Perhaps it persists. But anyone betting against their extraordinary adaptability would be wise to let more of the season unfold before making bold, irreversible judgments. Adam Sandler admits he has no blueprint. For marriage advice, when it comes to Travis Kelce and Taylor, Swift, while the comedy legend has been happily married to Jackie Sandler for over 22 years, he humbly confessed to E! News at the September 29th New York Film Festival premiere of Netflix's JKL that he's not handing out guidance to his Happy Gilmore 2 co-star and the pop superstar who recently announced their engagement. "He's all good," Adam said, emphasizing, "He loves her more than anything, just like I love my wife more than anything." Sandler noted that the ultimate goal in any relationship is simple: happiness together and being your true selves. "That's where they're at," he added about Travis and Taylor, "and that's where me and my girl are at." Adam has clearly been charmed by their romance, even telling Travis that whenever Taylor laughs with him, his entire family is cheering. On the August 28th episode of New Heights, he gushed, "That photo from when you first started dating? My family was like, yes, look how perfect they are together. He's a gentleman. She's having fun." Adam also revealed Taylor's special place in his heart, saying, "What a girl," as he reflected on his own daughters. Sadie, 19, and Sunny, 16, with Jackie. Adam Sandler revealed how Taylor Swift has become a meaningful part of his family's life, sharing, "She means so much to our house. The kids were little, and we were listening to Taylor Swift. It was one of the first times you listened to every song on the record. That's how the 59-year-old became a Swiftie. I love listening to her in the car." Adam continued, "I love what she has to say. Every message, every melody, the production, what she meant to young girls, what she means to women, what she means to guys doing the right thing in life. For those curious why Taylor and Travis Kelce's relationship resonates so strongly, there's history. Long before Taylor attended the Kansas City Chiefs' September 24th, 2023 game, a pop culture moment that would make headlines, Travis was already captivated by the Grammy winner. His interest first surfaced in a TikTok video posted by the Chiefs in August 2023, during the period they were secretly dating. When asked about his celebrity crush, wide receiver Marquez Valdez-Scantling spilled the name, Taylor Swift. Travis grinned, holding a finger to his mustache, responding, "All right, now." Even before their romance officially began, Travis was just one of the many celebrities attending Taylor's record-breaking Eras tour, signaling a connection that would soon blossom into love. But the magic of that moment goes deeper. While Travis Kelce often wears that far-away, dreamy look when watching Taylor on the big screen at his games, his presence in her romantic history is strikingly unique. Taylor has typically been drawn to creative visionaries, actors like Joe Alwyn, Jake Gyllenhaal, Taylor Lautner, Tom Hiddleston, and musicians including Calvin Harris, John Mayer, Harry Styles, and most recently, Matt Healy. Yet her connection with the lighthearted, playful athlete who signed a 2-year, $34.25 million extension with the Chiefs in 2024 feels refreshingly different after her 6-year, ultra-private relationship with Joe ended in April 2023. The 10-time Pro Bowler seemingly manifested this romance through sheer determination, charm, and bold declarations of affection. Travis candidly revealed his initial failed attempt to connect with Taylor during the Kansas City stop of her Eras tour on July the 7th, 2023, bringing a friendship bracelet emblazoned with his number that he hoped to gift her, leaving it ambiguous whether it was his jersey or phone number. Despite missing her after the concert, Taylor later told Time in December 2023 that she eventually caught his podcast pass, solidifying the spark between them. Travis very adorably put me on blast on his podcast, which I thought was metal. Since dating Travis, Taylor has stepped out more publicly, delighting fans with fun outings around NYC and radiant appearances at award shows like the 2023 MTV VMAs and the 2024 Grammys. Yet, her most talked about moment came while sitting in Travis's suite at the Chiefs' September 24th, 2023 home game against the Chicago Bears. Rather than shying away from the spotlight, Taylor cheered wildly, screaming, "Let's Kingo!" as Travis scored a touchdown. Even Travis admitted he was pleasantly surprised by her boldness. "Shout out to Taylor for pulling up. That was pretty ballsy," he shared days later on his New Heights podcast. "I just thought it was awesome how everyone in the suite had nothing but great things to say about her, friends and family alike. She looked amazing," he added. "It was definitely a game I will remember. That's for damn sure." Since then, Taylor and Travis have been photographed hand-in-hand around the globe, including multiple festive visits to a Christmas bar in Kansas City where they were openly affectionate, unafraid of showing their love in public. And after revealing to Time that she withdrew from the spotlight following Kim Kardashian's infamous leaked phone call in 2016, Taylor is now embracing life fully, going out whenever she wants. Life is short. Have adventures, she said. Me locking myself away in my house for a lot of years, I'll never get that time back. I'm more trusting now than I was 6 years ago. While Travis isn't shy about sharing anecdotes on his September 27th, 2023 New Heights podcast regarding Taylor, he made it clear he has boundaries when it comes to discussing their personal life. I know I brought all this attention to me, he explained. I did the whole friendship bracelet thing and told everyone how butthurt I was that I didn't get to meet Taylor. However, he stressed that he has no intention of giving a full play-by-play of their relationship. What's real is that it is my personal life and I want to respect both of our lives, he added. I'm enjoying life and I sure as hell enjoyed this weekend. So, moving forward, I think me talking about sports and saying, all right, nah, will have to be where I keep it. He doubled down on this approach in a November 2023 Wall Street Journal interview. Everybody around me telling me, don't buntish this up. And me sitting here saying, yeah, got it. Travis emphasized that protecting Taylor from unnecessary media pressure was paramount, but that hasn't stopped him from publicly praising her, crediting her for boosting jersey sales, and calling her amazing after she faced boos from New England Patriots fans at a December 2023 game. I've never been a man of words, he admitted to Wall Street Journal. Being around her, seeing how brilliant and driven Taylor is, has been effing awe-inspiring. I'm learning something new every single day, Travis admitted, marveling at the pop superstar's intellect and poise. Much like Taylor, who shares a close bond with her parents, particularly her mother Andrea, Travis comes from a deeply connected family, including his parents Ed and Donna Kelce. Donna became a public sensation herself as the first mother in history to watch two sons compete against each other in a Super Bowl when Travis faced his older brother, Philadelphia Eagles center Jason Kelce, in February 2023. For all the stars to align, for them to get through high school, college, and the pros, to both play in the Pro Bowl, to face each other in the Super Bowl, and for this moment to happen, it's surreal, Donna told ET at the time. This feels like a dream come true. I can't even express how special this is for the family. It's just unbelievable. Donna, who was married to Ed for 25 years before their divorce, proudly supported both sons by wearing a custom half-black, half-red Eagles and Chiefs jacket. Following the Chiefs' victory over the Eagles, Travis and Jason shared an emotional reflection, embracing the profound significance of experiencing that unforgettable moment alongside their mother. The moment I saw Mom, that's when I got truly emotional, Jason reflected on the brothers' New Heights podcast, his voice thick with awe. It was incredible. She felt unstoppable for a week. She was the heavyweight champ. Man, Travis nodded in agreement, adding, she was radiant the entire time, owning every single moment. Much like Taylor shares a deep connection with her younger brother Austin Swift, Travis maintains an unbreakable bond with his older brother Jason, whose guidance inspired his journey into football. Beyond their individual NFL achievements, the brothers launched the New Heights podcast in September 2022, a platform that has amplified both their personal connection and their financial success. What this gave us was a dedicated 2 to 3 hour window each week, where we had to connect, share what we're experiencing during Randy sported a crisp white button-up shirt with a vest for the special evening, while future mothers in Los Angeles and Donna both opted for sleek black tops paired with elegant gold necklaces. Remarkably, Randy and Donna donned the same ensembles they had worn in Rye's September 20th post, where the Kansas City Chiefs moms posed at the restaurant, proudly holding vintage-style drawings of women in football jerseys. Randy's caption read, "Proud moms at 1587 Prime, starting our collection with these keepsakes now. So blessed." After all, the occasion was ripe for celebration. In August, Taylor and Travis announced their engagement, sharing a series of heartwarming Instagram snapshots with the playful caption, "Your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married." And just because the couple is newly engaged doesn't mean Donna isn't already hinting at expanding their family soon. As Travis's brother, Jason Kelce, teased on the September 22nd episode of their New Heights podcast, she's definitely applied a bit of pressure, blending humor with heartfelt anticipation for what's next. despite the mounting pressure, everyone has been fully immersed in celebrating the joyous couple, with Donna even updating her Facebook banner to a nostalgic side-by-side photo of Taylor and Travis from their elementary school days. Since Travis began dating Taylor in 2023, he's become increasingly aware of the remarkable qualities she shares with his mother. Their kindness, genuine warmth, and effortless ability to greet everyone in the room stand out, Travis noted in an August interview with GQ, along with their unwavering capacity to give love and support no matter the circumstances, topped with an unmatched work ethic. The tight end grew emotional, reflecting on his mother's perseverance, a trait mirrored in Taylor. "I saw my mother achieve goals she set for herself, progressing from a teller to climbing all the way up in the KeyBank building," he continued. "I've witnessed Taylor do the same, setting ambitious goals, surpassing expectations, and captivating the world in the process." For a complete look back at Travis and Taylor's captivating love story, keep reading. Meanwhile, the 13-year veteran has experienced his snap counts steadily decreasing each week this season. After seeing action in 84% of the Chiefs' offensive snaps during the season-opening loss to the Chargers, Kelce's participation dipped to 77% in the defeat against Philadelphia, 74% in the narrow win over the Giants, and only 66% in Sunday's triumph over Baltimore. "He gets mad at me," Reed admitted Monday, noting that 66% is likely the ideal target for Kelce, but it's his duty to ensure the veteran gets occasional breaks. "He'd play every snap if it were up to him." At 35, Kelce is the team's oldest player aside from long snapper James Winchester, yet he's far from slowing down. So far this season, he's racked up 182 receiving yards and a touchdown on 15 catches, consistently producing solid yards after the catch while averaging 8.3 yards per target from Patrick Mahomes, his best mark since the 8.8-yard average in 2022. "I thought he really played well in both the run and pass game," Reed said after reviewing tape of the Chiefs' 37-20 victory over Baltimore. "He looked strong from start to finish. He's in phenomenal shape right now. That's the crucial part. He came back and trained aggressively for this. And it shows. He's such a vital part of the team, not just in effort, but in the mindset he brings to every game. He's all in, all the time." Kelce proved that commitment on a clutch reception late in the first half. On 2nd and 10 from Baltimore's 40-yard line, he lined up in the slot, fought through traffic, and hauled in a 15-yard gain down the center of the field. Mahomes, under pressure, delivered a precise touch pass and later explained, "The one to Trav was cover 0. It's just about your guy. Winning a one-on-one, drifting in the pocket, just long enough before Kyle Hamilton pressured him as he released the ball. And I will give my guys chances down the field," Mahomes added. And Trav has shown for years he can win those matchups. That crucial reception directly set up a Chiefs touchdown. 4 plays later, Mahomes connected with Isaiah Pacheco in the left flat for an 8-yard score, marking the quarterback's 250th career regular season touchdown pass. Off the field, Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift have kept their romance remarkably low-key since the Super Bowl, but Valentine's Day was an exception. Page 6 reports the Chiefs' tight end spent over $100 Sun dollars on extravagant gifts, including roses, candy, gold necklaces, diamond earrings, shoes, and clothing. A source revealed Travis also added a deeply personal touch with a handmade Valentine's card, underscoring how the couple delights in making each other feel cherished and adored. And what better day to celebrate love than Valentine's Day? Despite their hectic schedules, they make time for moments like this. Both make it a priority to carve out moments like this, showing just how much they mean to each other in their lives. So, what's next for Trav and Tay? Sources tell us weekly the couple is planning a vacation, and Travis may pop the question. A second insider confirms that they're aligned and ready to take the next step together, hinting that a proposal could be imminent while they're away.